There is value to our existence. There are reasons why each of us are born. Our quest to discover those reasons. There are two greatest days of our lives. The first, the day we are born. The second, the day we discover why. Sometimes a man, mature, attentive, never ending, reaches his destiny on a road he chooses not to walk upon. How far will a point of view and belief system go to prove dominion? Good evening, Sawatikap. This is the third in my series, Shut Up and Dance. And today's topic is the up and coming election for the President of the United States. It is with a heavy heart that I write this piece to you, my Facebook friends. I was asked by Lisa Pelto at my book signing for the Great Plains Black History Museum on 30 April 2016 if I had written a poem about our current political contest for President of the United States of America. I responded that I was working on it. Well, as of this date, 21 June 2016, Lisa, I have completed it. However, to Lisa and all of you, including my Facebook friends and all the wonderful people who have given their insight to each of my public works, I give you this caution. I fear that you may be in jeopardy both from a business, professional, and or personal association with me due to my words on this issue. The words you are about to read come from the heart of a true Nebraskan in the image of two of our state's greatest heroes, namely William Jennings Bryan, who ran for president in 1896, and former governor, Mr. Frank Morrison. These two men, as I, are Nebraska born and bred. Nebraska inclusive, not exclusive, and firmly believe in we the people. So I can only hope that there would exist someone who would just understand. Here goes. Please accept my sincere apology if I offend thee. What is the difference between Adolf, the Mein Kampf Hitler, and the Donald ubiquitous Trump? The Donald does not have a mustache. As the scarlet letter A branded women, Adolf identified the number one woman's place breadbasket and oven to the Aryan master race. The Donald proclaimed with certainty women's fate, especially those who would violate the overturned Roe versus Wade. As Adolf identified the Jews with the wearing of the star, the Donald would deport all Muslims. As Adolf built the perfect melanin-less family, the Donald will build a wall and deport all illegal immigrants, leaving their children either fatherless or motherless or both. The Donald firmly believes that our current president is not even a citizen, while accepting invitations for free eats and drinks and hearing and criticizing that non-citizen. It is better to be thought of as a fool rather than open one's mouth to prove and confirm it. Tell me, am I Boo-Boo the fool, or is he? Amen. Note, the Smoke-Filled Room Boys, headed by Andrew Carnegie, John Davison Rockefeller, both groomed and approved all would-be candidates for the Elephant Social Private Exclusive Club, noting our 29th president, Warren Harding, who within days of his election swore allegiance and joined the Ku Klux Klan. According to Imperial, Conard, Alton Young, and Stetson Kennedy, and the documentary, The Men Who Built America. By the way, the Klan marched on Washington, D.C. in 1923. In conclusion, let me merely say, I am Frank S. O'Neill, man of color, son of Frank Seaborn and Bernice Catherine Davis, Nebraska born and bred, whose publishing company motto, SUAD Limited, is Nebraska is more than agriculture. Nebraska is more than beef. Nebraska is more than football. Nebraska, the good life. Come read us. The challenge, the gauntlet, I smite thee with this glove. The Donald, ubiquitous Trump, do not bring your message of character assassination, divisiveness, fear, and hate to Nebraska, my home, or you will answer to me. Frank S. O'Neill, a voice from the wilderness in the heartland. This letter was posted on the 21st of June, 2016. If politics involves political correctness versus the correct thing to do, if we the people contribute to politics via one man, one vote process, therefore succession to dominion of political correctness is affirmed. Ladies and gentlemen, on November 8th, each and every one of you will be going to that little booth to make your selection for President of the United States. I therefore lay upon you my opinion. As a young lad growing up in the neighborhood on the near north side of Omaha, Nebraska, I was privileged that my father purchased the home that I currently reside. Each and every home in that block was sold specifically to men of color who served during World War II. This gave me a unique vision of what duty, honor, and country really means. Because during those days, if you will remember, FDR, President of the United States and a member of the Jackass Social Private Club, dictated through the Department of War that no documentary written will be acknowledged for the heroism shown by men of color. Yet, during World War II, thousands upon thousands of men of color enlisted, served, and from the historical perspective, were not even given the right for their heroism to be honored. Is this democracy? I say no. Yet and still, through those men in my neighborhood, I found out the true meaning of duty, honor, and country. And when it came time for me to make that choice and make that decision, myself and my bestest friend, Mr. David Sinclair, jumped at the thought of enlisting and serving our country during the Vietnam conflict. Why? Because it was our duty. It was our honor. It is our country. Even though Plessy versus Ferguson, which established in 1896, separate but equal. But we still came. We still served. We still died. This is what America is all about. There will never come another time in which this country has been presented with such an obnoxious, dastardly, criminal man who has no respect for anyone other than himself and the melanin-less ghost society. He's even referred to other candidates through this election process as being fat. He has even stated quite emphatically the controversy about his main rival's wife. What impact or what importance is that in a contest for, number one, to select the President of the United States of America? What civility does he have? Who, in fact, does he respect? No one but his narcissistic, self-centered, egocentric self. What sacrifices has he made in his life? He stated, I build buildings. Whoop-de-doo. Americans, men and women, signed up to fight for the right. I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend with my life your right to say it. Which brings me to our current controversy with regard to a quarterback from the San Francisco 49ers who merely wanted to express his disillusionment, his unacceptability of the slaughter of black men, women, and children at the hands of the community to protect and serve indiscriminately. What does that mean? People, men of color, women of color, children of color were brought to this land in 1609 unconditionally to be slaves. And that's all we were then, and that's all we are now. For the Elephant Social Club and the 11 boys and the Tea Party have never, let me repeat, have never acknowledged people of color to be men, women, or children. They're slaves. It's immaterial. Who cares? Don't you think it's funny when you examine the percentage of the population of this country of men, women, and children of color regulating between 11 to 13% of the population historically from 1609 to today? What does that tell you? The Latino population is growing. The Latino population has more of an impact with regard to their vote, to their population expansion than men, women, and children of color. Why is that? Have we ever sat back to even think and consider why? I say, nay. Nay, we haven't. But yes, we should begin to examine and question those in authority. Why hasn't our population grown? There are laws, and then there are laws. And as we all know, if you're black, get back. If you're brown, I might let you stick around. But other than that, all you will ever be is immaterial. The title of my poem is called The Choice, 2016, The Final Solution. Is it a priority to live? Is it a priority to die? In the year of our Lord, in 1940, Hitler got his answer to the final solution. In the year of our Lord, 1608, the indigenous people who introduced Jamestown to Thanksgiving just the year before they received their final solution. In the year of our Lord, in 1609, the ubiquitous melanin-less ghost society brought my emasculated black ass and family to America to slave unconditionally. In the year of our Lord, in 1853, all indigenous people received their final solution from President Andrew Jackson. The walk of tears to the reservation. Is it a priority to live? Is it a priority to die? In the year of our Lord, in 2016, stated emphatically, all Muslims deported, and the Elephant Narcissistic Club, come on, you know, AKA the Racist National Committee, adopted as moderate all Muslims and their communities will be under surveillance by the intelligent community. In the time of Hitler, the role of Jews wore the star and exterminated, stated emphatically, build taller and longer wall on the southern border. All illegal immigrants deported. Children can stay, but mom or pop or both can go or must go. Therefore, the master race, Aryan, women only. Melanin less. Ghost society only. No Muslims, no Latinos, no blacks, no indigenous people, no illegal immigrants. Did I miss anybody? The Choice, AKA 8 November 2016, by no one other than Adolf the Mein Kampf Hitler, starring the one, the only, New York own, the Donald, ubiquitous Trump, the final solution. Oh, with your permission, may I take this special private moment to express to you this opinion of mine. I wish not to bring harm or hurt to you or your precious family. Bring it. Bring it, the Donald. Bring it to me, if you dare. Keep hope alive.